Hello, my name is Stephanie Royal, and myself and my project partner Kevin have decided to explore cloud computing and mobile technologies as well as the up and coming 5G network. We're going to talk a little bit about the benefits and the drawbacks of these technologies as well as their influence and impact on the construction industry. We can start out by talking a little bit about cloud computing and what it actually is. Essentially, it's the storage and access of computer data and programs over the internet. So instead of using our own personal hard drive, we now hire another party to use their processing power. They in turn use their own servers, storage, they have their own IT departments who troubleshoot. They provide security for our information and data, and they keep up with all the updates and upgrades to applications and software. The apps are all run in a shared data center. It's a super easy login and startup. It's a much cheaper startup because essentially you're just paying for a monthly subscription instead of the storage space, instead of the software, instead of the specialty IT guys. Businesses are starting to use cloud apps. This is specifically called enterprise cloud computing. It's really all around a more reliable and secure and customizable way to use software and store data. So we're all pretty familiar with mobile technologies between our iPhones, our iPads, laptops, HP computers. Basically, it's the capability of any device to transfer information over airways without a physical connection. This allows the device to be employed where it is most efficient. We'll talk a little bit more about different mobile technologies that are being used on construction sites and in the construction industry a little bit later. The 5G network is currently being developed. It's going to be the next standard for mobile wireless solutions. It's going to be faster uploads. It's going to basically open up the network for machine-to-machine communications. It's still on the horizon. They are predicting a 2020 launch. It'll also put artificial intelligence at the mainstream public's fingertips. It's really going to just allow a significant more amount of devices to be connected on the network and at a much lower cost. Furthermore, as the 5G network is being developed and improved upon, more and more mobile technologies and just artificial intelligence in general being created. So as the 5G network is being released, which it's now currently being released in China, I'm sure the West is going to catch up rather quickly. But it's really just going to allow for all of these new machines and mobile technologies to be working at the same time with the same quickness and amount of production. So speaking about support in the workflow that cloud computing and mobile technologies have, there's a few different types of cloud computing that businesses can subscribe to. Number one is the software as a service, where businesses subscribe to a software application that employees can access over the internet. Secondly, cloud computing offers platform as a service, where businesses can create their own custom applications that employees access. And thirdly, businesses can subscribe to infrastructure as a service, which is essentially the data storage space is rented out by a business. Some of the things that mobile technology support in the workflow, and specifically in the construction industry, is they provide real-time communication between the job sites, home offices, and all stakeholders. This in turn allows for project managers to be informed and involved in decisions at all times in effect immediately. It also allows all types of documents to be sent immediately via mobile email. It allows on-site workers to request maintenance and information without having to leave the field, which saves time and money. And it also enforces accountability and it ensures more accuracy in daily reports. So instead of on-site workers having to leave the job site to go to an office, they can do their reports on the work site. Some of the mobile technologies being used already are drones, for example, for surveys, as well as digital measuring tape. All of these mobile technologies will soon be using the 5G equipment, which will make them that much more efficient. The proliferation of cloud computing and mobile technologies in the industry will really impact almost every stage of the project cycle, from design to on-site for the construction. Architects and engineers will be working on designs stored on the iCloud. The cloud material cut sheets will be sent for approval and stored on the cloud. 5G equipment will probably eventually begin to replace laborers in site work. BIM will be stored and used for the full life cycle of the building, and that includes the operating and maintenance cycle. Some of the obvious benefits for cloud computing are that employees are able to collaborate on the same file at the same time in real time and immediately, which allows for changes to be visible in real time. Work is shared and accomplished quicker and more efficiently by sharing BIM files, survey data, contract documents, and material cut sheets. Mobile technologies, some of their benefits are the speed at which data will be transferred, in particular over the 5G network. It'll allow for an increasing amount of devices to be connected. The 5G will also facilitate artificial intelligence, as it's predicted some heavy equipment is being developed that will be connected to the 5G network. Some of the challenges and drawbacks to cloud computing and mobile technologies are that they are susceptible to computer viruses and hackers. There's definitely going to be issues with privacy and ownership of information, and there's also going to be a backlash because of job loss from artificial intelligence and other technologies that replace human labor.